Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Bandy Bros Podcast, episode 3. I hope whatever part of the world listening this to is doing well right now with COVID-19. But anyway, today is our Champions League predictions podcast episode for the week of February 22nd. So coming up, let's just get right into it. First off, we have Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. What are you thinking here, Chris?
Atletico versus Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea hasn't lost in their past 8. Atletico has. They've been kind of I wouldn't say they've been in bad form, but they've had a string of bad luck lately. In terms of like the entire season so far, obviously I think Atletico has had the better season overall. You look at Chelsea though, they're on a bit of a streak right now since Tuchel's got there.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I would just say, yeah, I would echo what you said mostly. Chelsea hasn't conceded more than 2 goals in their last, I think, 8 games in the Premier League. Or is that all competitions? I think it's all competitions. So that includes a couple cup games against lower division teams, but still the point remains they conceded only 2 goals in 8 games. So since Tuchel's arrived, their defense has improved drastically, which is boding well for them in this match. Now I want to see whether or not they are okay. They're playing in Romania, so this is probably Chelsea's home game, which is worth noting because Atletico Madrid and away goals, on this game. So, yeah, like you said, Atletico have had a dip in form lately. They just lost to Levante most recently on Saturday, 2-0. So we'll see. Perhaps they were saving their best players for this game. I don't really know. But I know they're only like 3 points or 4 points ahead of Real Madrid now in La Liga. So the pressure is on there. And I think maybe they're going to have a bounce back game. But you never know. It's Atletico Madrid, man. It's never a high scoring game against them. I'm going to say for a score prediction, I'm going to go with 1-0. And I'm going to say it's going to be 1-0 Atletico.
Before you go too far in the predictions, it's probably good to note that they have several key players out. One of them being Ander Herrera, another one being Carrasco, and another one being Jimenez. They're all out. They're all hurt, and Trippier is also out on the red card.
Interesting. That is good information to know. Yeah, Jimenez takes things a little differently because he's a good center back for them.
Chelsea also has Silva out still.
True. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think Atletico is going to shut it down, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a 1-0 Atletico still, despite the fact that they don't have Jimenez.
The way it's looking up, it's like the projected lineup is going to be for Chelsea is going to be it looks like they have it as a 3-4-2-1, but it looks like it's probably going to be more played like a 5-2-2 or 5-2-3, something like that, with Abraham, Mount, and Werner up top.
Yeah, I don't know where they get this projected lineup from.
I don't know either. Because it's always subject to change. I mean,
yeah, without numbers, definitely. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Dang, Atletico Madrid has Kondogbia, bro. I forgot they had Kondogbia. I thought he was still at Valencia.
Yeah.
But unless this is a different Kondogbia, which it's not. So it's the same one. Yeah, lineup: Savic, Felipe Hermoso, Lorente Coque, Saul, Renan Lodi, Kondogbia, Felix, and Suarez. Yeah, it's a tough call. Both defenses have been, watertight until, recently for Atletico. So, but I'm still going to stick with the 1-0 Atletico. I think, Suarez and João Felix, along with the midfielders, are just too dangerous to count out. So.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go 2-1.
What do you think for a
2-1
score?
Atletico. I think Chelsea's going to have somewhere the combination of Werner, Abraham, and Mount. It's going to get a goal. And then I think Suarez and Felix get one.
Okay. All right, well, that's good. We'll see what happens in that game. Moving on now, we got Bayern Munich versus Lazio. And they're playing in the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, so it's Lazio's home game.
So is they're playing
Um,
in Romania for Atletico. Just don't know if we should have mentioned that one. The Atletico Chelsea game.
yeah, we did already.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Um, but yeah, so Bayern Lazio. I gotta be honest. I'm giving Lazio.
Zero chance?
I think might get a from zero change.
Okay.
I might get a goal from Immobile, um, but I think it's going to be pretty much Bayern domination here. I mean, the projected lineup says Choupo-Moting is going to start, which is crazy, but they do have a lot of injuries, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, dude, I got to be honest. I think that Lazio, there's a chance there, but Bayern have been so dominant lately. They won the Champions League last season. Um, I could definitely just see Bayern running a lot with this. What are your thoughts?
I think it's definitely hard to get. It's definitely hard to get to bet against Bayern. Um,
Yeah,
I think you got to give Lazio a little bit more credit. Lazio is a really good side. I mean, Immobile and Correa are both phenomenal up top. Plus, you got a great midfield with Alberto Leva and Milinkovic Savage. Um, but that being said, you also do have Lewandowski, Sane, and Koeman on the other side. So it's a little bit of a
yeah,
what's the word? It's a little tough to still bet against Bayern. Bayern is proven. We know what they can do. Um, I think they're probably going to
yeah,
show up and they're probably going to get the job done. If I had to say, it's probably going to be if it's close, I could see a 2-1 Bayern, but it's probably going to be a thrashing by Bayern.
yeah. I mean, I'm just nobody in the Champions League is a bad team,
No, 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 no. But of
but
course,
it's just Bayern are so much better than most other teams here.
yeah, no, I agree with that.
Um,
I was thinking
so
like so we were talking about like the Juve Porto game last week. If we talked about I'm just thinking about the same thing. Like we didn't give Porto a chance, but I feel like we should have given a. I mean, we probably should have given them more credit. But if we look at it, I mean, you look at Lazio's side; they're a much better side than Porto, and they're going up against Bayern, which is also they're a superpower. Obviously, I think Bayern still is better than Juve, clearly, but it's the same
yeah,
kind of discrepancy that we're talking about.
yeah, that's yeah. I know we didn't give Porto a chance, but I don't. I'm still saying it's not likely Lazio wins this game unless Bayern don't show up for some reason. They just don't play well.
The bus gets a flat
I'm
tire.
gonna say it's probably gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2-1. I think maybe more like 3-1 Bayern. To be honest,
Yeah,
um, I'm looking at the projected lineups for this. It's like that Bayern Munich lineup is
they're
killer.
too good.
Besides Choupo-Moting, he's a question mark in the projected lineup. Obviously, we're using FootMob for the projected lineups, everybody, just so you know.
Want
Really
to
great
sponsor us?
app.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if they want to sponsor us, that'd be great.
Muller's out with COVID. They got a lot of players out. A lot of good talent
Yeah, they
out.
do.
But that
I'm just
defense still
looking at
looks
that
great. So
defense.
what?
Yeah, and the defense of Lazio doesn't look that great. Acerbi, Musacchio, and Patrick. Like, okay. Like Lazari and Marisic are gonna have their hands full trying to guard Sana and Koeman, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I think they're gonna have a tough time.
but it'll be interesting because Milinkovic, Savic, Lieva, and Alberto are gonna have to plug the middle against Gretzka and Kimmich, and I can see that happening.
Yeah,
It's definitely possible, but I don't know, dude. I think Bayern are gonna have to use the wings on this one and try and get some crosses or into Lewandowski or something. So, but yeah, like I said, 3-1, 3-1 Bayern for me.
yeah.
Um,
I think it'll most likely probably be a thrashing. I could see a 2-1 game though for Bayern.
okay, yeah. All right. Well, that was Tuesday's game. Let's go on to Wednesday. The first on the Wednesday's game, just on the list is Atalanta Real Madrid. What are your thoughts on that game?
Atalanta and Real Madrid. Um, I mean, I think Madrid's gonna go take care of business. Um, Atalanta doesn't have what's his face Gomez anymore. So you know,
Sure.
I think I don't know how Atalanta's done in their last couple of games. Um, so I have to look into that real
They've,
quick. But
they've won 3 and drawn 2 in their last 5
so I haven't lost in the
in
last
all
five.
competitions.
I mean, Atalanta's a good team. Let's be
Yep.
completely clear about that. I mean, obviously Champions League, but they're a good team that probably doesn't get enough credit that they deserve. I mean,
Yep.
like I talk about how Lazio is a good team. Atlanta's probably in the same boat, doesn't get enough credit. But Real Madrid is still Real Madrid. Uh, that being said,
Sure.
probably going to go in
I
there,
don't know,
take care.
dude. I gotta be honest.
You don't know? I don't know either. Here's the thing. This is the game that I question a little bit more than every other game. Then I
Yeah.
question it more than Bayern Lazio game. I'm honestly less sure of this game than I am the Atletico Chelsea game. Because
Yeah, for
Madrid,
sure.
I don't know if it's me being caught up in the Madrid. You know, Madrid's always been good, always is good. But
Yeah.
it's one of those deals. I think Atalanta is a very good side that doesn't get the credit they deserve.
Yes, I mean they're playing in the Gewiss Stadium. I don't know where that is. Sounds German, but it could be Atlanta's home stadium. Let me look at that up real quick. But yeah, dude, I'm saying here for some reason yeah, okay, that's Atlanta's home stadium is called the Gewiss Stadium. So they're playing in Italy at home for Atalanta. And I don't know, dude. For some reason, I'm just getting a feeling that they're going to beat Real Madrid.
You think they're going to
I,
beat Real Madrid?
I think so. I think Duvan Zapata and Luis Muriel with Ilicic at center forward, and that midfield is good too. Darun, Freuler, Gozens, Meili. Those are all good players. I mean, the defense: Toloi, Romero, and Jim City, and Golini, the goalkeeper. Those are a little bit more suspect, but I'm also looking at the Real Madrid projected lineup, and
Yeah,
the
I,
midfield defense are decent, but
yeah. I was about to say,
I'm
no, if Atalanta is gonna take advantage of Real Madrid, this is the time to do it because if you look at who they have out right now, Ramos is hurt, Marcelo's hurt, you got Militao's hurt, Hazard's hurt, but Hazard's been meh, whatever since beyond there. Carvajal, they're
yeah,
definitely hurt. Rodrigo, they're de- they're definitely hurting right now. So, I mean, you look at the lineup they come. It's not your typical, Real Madrid, superpower lineup. I mean, they're playing Vasquez at right back.
yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting move. Uh,
Again, according to this lineup, yeah,
According to this lineup, yeah, but it's a lineup we have to go off of.
right. That's all we've got right now.
I'm sure there might be a couple switches, especially maybe up top maybe not up top for Madrid, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a strange feeling that Atalanta are gonna take this. I'm probably gonna say
You're talking me into it, man.
2-0 or 2-1 Atalanta. I just think that
Ooh,
the last time I underestimated
he
Luis
did it.
Muriel and Duvan Zapata, they did it business. So,
He did it.
uh,
He did the
so I'm
Atalanta
I'm
prediction. He did it.
I'm gonna go a little bit out there on this one and say
Oh,
Atalanta are gonna win that game.
all right.
Um,
I'm gonna go.
Now,
Oh, I can't.
what are
I
you gonna
can't.
go with?
I can't jump off the whole thing. I don't know. See, I think here's the thing. I think Ilicic is a very key player who doesn't. He's very good. I think he's very very good. And doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't get the spotlight that some of these other players get.
Sure.
And I really want to see him do well, and I really want to see Atalanta do well. But it's still Madrid, and I'm still going 1-1 draw.
Okay. All right. That's possible. And that would be in favor of Real Madrid due to the away goal rule.
It
But
would be.
but hey, we'll see. That'll be an interesting game tomorrow. So the next game after or at the same time is Man City versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. So
Zinchenko's getting an upgrade in FIFA. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to point out the fact that I pronounced Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Good for you.
just flexing on everybody there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's not looking too hot for Mönchengladbach. Let's be real. Man City have been on fire lately. They've been scoring and not conceding. Ruben Diaz has been playing very well.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz is playing very well.
Um,
I saw an article that came out today. It was about Bruno Fernandes versus Ruben Diaz, and it's talking about
mhm.
Player of the Year. And somebody just flat out said defenders shouldn't be considered for Player of the Year.
My take on that.
I
I'm
know
pretty
your
sure.
take on that.
I'm pretty sure you know what that is. I think that's complete um, horse crap. It's best player of the year, not best midfielder, not best goal scorer, not best attacker of the year.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The best player doesn't have to be a guy who scores goals. It could be the guy that doesn't let goals scored. It could be a goalkeeper for flip's sake. Like, I mean, if the goalkeeper is standing on his head every game, let's say Nick Pope, for example, he should win it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little it's a little crazy with it's a little bit of a crazy take. I definitely don't think you should rule out defenders. I think defenders definitely have a hard time proving themselves and as to why they should be player of the year.
I saw a
But
funny TikTok, or is it an Instagram video, whatever. It's been around for a few years, but it was like defenders making clutch big tackles to stop attacks, and then the coach's reaction is just, "Yeah, good job. Here's a thumbs up. Yeah,
yeah,
good."
yeah.
And then an attacker
Scores a
scores a
goal.
tap in,
Yeah.
and it's just a simple tap in goal, and the coach just starts screaming his full
Freaking
head
out.
off. Everyone's like, yeah, celebrating, and the defenders are like, okay, yeah, but what about my job? I did my job too. Where's my just resorts? And as a goalkeeper, that resonated with me because we don't get a lot of credit when we do get a lot of shit. So
It's like a lineman in in American football.
yeah, very true. They do the dirty work and get zero credit for it. So
Yeah.
but anyway, back to the Champions League game. I think that yeah, I just don't know, dude. It's gonna be really difficult. They're
You think
playing
you
in
think City's gonna play a false
Puskas
nine
Arena.
with De Bruyne up top?
I think they definitely could. I mean, I don't see why not. De Bruyne is definitely more than capable. I mean, honestly, it could be a similar system to Liverpool with Firmino.
Yeah.
At this point, like Sterling and Foden could be more of advanced central strikers, and De Bruyne could drop behind them a little bit and try and create space. I could totally see that happening. But yeah, dude, I gotta be 100% honest. I do know that is this Florian Neuhaus? Yeah, Florian Neuhaus has been playing well this season. He's definitely an up and coming talent in the Bundesliga. He has 4 goals and 4 assists in 21 games from midfield, so that's pretty good. You've got Christoph Kramer, who's not been doing so hot, but he's been there for a while. Breland Bolo, Lars Stindl, Jonas Hoffman, and Alessandro Playa.
Interest,
It's just
interesting to
not
see.
bad.
Interesting to see No Zakaria.
True. Yeah, that is true. I mean, again, they projected lineups, probable lineups, they say.
Probably,
So
I would think that they would probably play Zakaria in there
I would
somewhere.
personally play Zakaria over Kramer in this lineup, but
I
that's
would
just
too.
me. Um, the defensive line are Ginter, Elvedi, and Ben Sabani. It's just not great. I got to be honest. It's not terrible, just not fantastic. And you're going up against Manchester City, who look the odds-on favorite to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Again,
it's like, yeah, yeah. So it's one of those things where I have a habit of giving teams no chance when they obviously do have a chance. Especially because Man City's home game is being played at the Puskás Arena in Hungary, so that's not really a home game, if that makes sense. And Mönchengladbach could get an away goal here and make things interesting, but I'm gonna go with the 3-0 Man City. I don't think that Mönchengladbach are gonna have a foothold in this game. I think they're gonna be just absolutely
yeah,
beaten down.
I would probably say I'd probably say 3-1.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got Lars Stindl here. I mean, Lars Stindl's 22 matches, 10 goals, 5 assists. I mean, you got Embolo, who's 19 matches, 3 goals. That's an interesting, weird move to play up top. But Jonas Hoffman's got 4 goals this season.
4 goals and 9 assists in 16 matches. You
Mhm.
know, Jonas Hoffman is often forgotten about, but I mean, he's been having a good season based on the numbers so far. So, um, and obviously Larsen's been having a good season too.
Newhouse has 4 goals, 4 assists. I mean, they got players on this team that can show up for them for sure.
To do
Um,
something, yeah, of course. It's just
that defense is
you,
definitely questionable though,
yeah,
especially if it's going up against the City lineup. I'm guessing 3-1 probably is what I
yeah.
would expect it to be.
Yeah,
You are
the
now.
team's not terrible, but you really trust in Ginter and Elvedi and Ben Sabani and maybe Laner. Laner's pretty decent, but you try to trust those guys to keep out Sterling, De Bruyne, and Foden. The only way that happens is if the Sterling, De Bruyne, and Foden just forget their shooting boots straight up. Like that's just in my mind the only way that happens.
It's
But
just
again,
a
I'm not an
talent
expert. I
level
don't get
that's just it's a big discrepancy in between there.
Yeah, literally, it's a talent level. I mean, let's look at where Mönchengladbach is in the Bundesliga really quickly. Um,
They're
because
what?
where are
They're
they?
they're
They
six right
are
now, or
eighth.
they set?
They're eighth in the Bundesliga right now. They're eighth.
Okay, they might have dropped then. Last time I
They're in
checked.
eighth place right now, but they're tied for seventh. They're tied for seventh with Berlin, but they're on in eighth on goal difference.
Okay,
So, Union Berlin is worth noting. It's Union, not Hertha. Um, but yeah, so they're not even in the top four of the Bundesliga teams this season. Top six includes Dortmund. They're just not at that level of Man City for sure.
no.
So we'll see. I'm hoping for an upset. I'm hoping Mönchengladbach can pull this off. That'd be really great to see Man City out of the Champions League.
As the
But
Bundesliga homer, I definitely want to see that.
yeah, the Bundesliga homer didn't know what position Mönchengladbach right now. Anyway, um,
Hey! I said 6 or 7. They're tied for 7.
true, true. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be 3-0 Man City, and that's gonna be that. So, yeah. What do you say? You said 3-1 Man City?
Yeah, 3-1 City.
Fair, fair. Alrighty then. That is the end of the Champions League predictions. We will see pretty quickly whether or not we were right or wrong, and we'll get back to you in a couple of days with the results and some more news from around the world about the happenings going on and the best of the soccer news in the global news cycles. So
Do you want to talk about Jordan Morris real quick?
yeah, we can talk about Jordan Morris really quickly. I heard he suffered ACL and ligament damage.
Yeah.
Obviously he was on loan at Swansea, and that's really unfortunate for him because he finally gets a chance to prove himself in Europe, and he gets hurt. And then the loan's going to be over, and he's going to have to go back to Seattle and play in the MLS.
Yeah.
But I really wanted him to do well there. I think he should have gone to Europe much earlier in his career as opposed to staying stateside. But at least we still have Paul Arriola at Swansea.
Mhm.
We'll see how well that's going to end up. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate to see that Jordan Morris is going to be out. Because an ACL, I don't know if it's a full tear. They just said there's damage. He'll be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Again, that just sucks. That's rehab, possibly surgery.
Mhm.
I got a couple friends who are going through ACL surgery right now, and rehab, and it's not pretty. It's not easy. So yeah, that's yeah, not a fun thing to see. But really quickly, I want to talk about something I've just seen on the FOTMob app. Tomorrow, in the Cyprus Cup quarterfinals, you have APOBL Nicosia playing against Omonia Nicosia at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. The Nicosia Classico, bro. It's gonna be a great fucking game. Pardon my French
I'd
or
like to
my
point out that we
Cyprus.
got Tottenham versus Wolfsburger AC in the in the Europa League second leg. Tottenham up 4-1 on aggregate. I'd love to see it.
I don't know. Are Wolfsburger AC going to make a comeback? I don't know. We'll see.
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
Also, side note,
What about?
I saw today that Julian Nagelsmann is being looked at for the Tottenham job if they sack Mourinho,
Mm,
which will be interesting.
crazy, but it could happen. Stranger
Could
things have
happen.
happened. So, um, yeah. Speaking of the championship, Swansea plays tomorrow against Coventry, and they are fourth place right now, which means they'll be, if the season ended today, they'd be in a playoff race in the playoff bracket with Watford, Reading, and Bournemouth. Um, so that's interesting to see. Hopefully, Paul Earl can make a difference there. Did you want to do a Europa League preview today, or did you want to just forget about that until later on in the week?
Yeah, you know what? What time is it? Yeah, let's do it real quick.
10:13. Okay, let's talk about the Europa League.
Pull it up here for myself.
Yeah, me too. So, like you mentioned, Tottenham plays Wolfsburger AC Wednesday, February 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and that's pretty much a surefire victory for Tottenham.
I'd like to hope so.
If it's
Always got
not
to
Mourinho,
represent.
if Mourinho doesn't win this game, he'll lose his job. I'm telling you, that's how sure I am that Tottenham will win this game.
It's not looking good.
But anyway, moving on to the next day, we got Ajax versus Lille, which is going to be a very
Tim
good
Weah,
game.
baby.
Tim Weah at Lille, our compatriot, been doing pretty well lately. Ajax not having a hot season after losing a lot of their players, but that's going to be a heavy hitter matchup. Lille is actually top of the league right now, ahead of PSG, Monaco, and I forget the other team that's in second right now.
Also, side note, just because I remembered it now, because talked about Ajax. Did you see Yedlin for Galatasaray?
Yes, Yedlin moved in Galatasaray, and he played a good game.
Like I did it. All right, yeah, we got
crazy.
Arsenal Benfica. That's actually an interesting game. Arsenal Benfica.
Yes.
I think I don't know. Oh, Hardy's out too. Hardy's gonna be hurt. He's out. That's not good for Arsenal. Yeah. Yeah. Arsenal versus Benfica. I got to be honest. I probably give a good chance to Benfica in this game. Arsenal still they got Aubameyang. They got some really good players on that side, but
yeah,
this is a game where I want to see Benfica win just because I do. Don't know why.
right.
Just maybe see some Liga NOS teams do well.
You know why? You're a Tottenham fan. You want Arsenal to lose.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Stupid question. That's outside of the whatever.
You were just trying to be objective.
I was trying to be exactly impartial.
Yeah, but we're making predictions here. Predictions are not impartial, no matter how much you try. But anyway, yeah.
I'm also big on rooting for your league. I feel like if like Bundesliga, I will root for any Bundesliga team against any other team that's outside of their league. To be
Interesting.
Fair.
Okay.
I'm big. I like to see my teams from my league doing well.
Yeah. The first game between Arsenal and Benfica ended 1-1. And that was technically Arsenal's home match, which was played in Rome. So, I'm thinking here that, Benfica haven't lost in the last 6 games. Arsenal have. They've been not playing well. They drew 1-1, so Benfica has the away goal. So if this game ends 0-0, Benfica go through. Simple as. So, Benfica, like you said, has a really good chance in this game. And I'm just gonna say it. I think Benfica goes through.
I think so too.
I gotta be honest. I don't think Arsenal are gonna pull it out of the bag.
Unless Aubameyang goes crazy. Former Dortmund player, but
former Dortmund player. Yeah.
Let's see him do well. The rest of the team I want to see suck.
Yeah, Aubameyang to score, but Arsenal will lose.
Yes. Let's do that. 2-1 Benfica?
Yeah.
2-1
Benfica. Aubameyang to score, Arsenal will lose. Probably the penalty, to be honest, for Aubameyang. But then we have Napoli.
I just want to see a flip.
Yeah, the backflip, yeah. Or front flip, whatever it is.
Front flip, right?
Backflip. I don't really remember. It's a flip of something.
It's a flip.
It's been too long since I've seen a Dortmund flip.
I know.
Um, as I sit here in my fake 10 euro jersey from
Good
Italy.
for you.
Anyway, like I got it in Florence, okay, at the Ponte Vecchio.
Oh, look at
Um,
you.
so come at me. Um, but but yeah, I also got a fake Juve jersey, and some kid just comes up to me in Italian and just starts, pointing at the jersey and saying, there should be 2 stars there because, they've won they have 2 stars on the jersey. Where are yours? Where it's a fake? Is a fake? And I'm just like, um, no comprendo.
Yeah.
Il ragazzo, pizza pasta, uh, calcio.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Napoli versus Granada. Speaking of pizza and pasta, we got Napoli.
Oh, dude, pizza sounds bomb.
Napoli's gonna win this game. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
It's
Do you have to go through it? Do we have to go through it?
moving on. Moving on.
Okay.
Rangers versus Royal Antwerp.
Rangers, baby.
Rangers, yeah.
Give me,
If nothing else, but for headliners to Vernier to upgrade on FIFA.
yeah, yeah.
The Rangers better win. There's
Let's
no
get another
draws
Kent
here.
card.
There's no draws in this household. So Rangers won last time, so they're gonna hopefully win again. Or did they draw last time? I feel like they won. Yeah, they won last time 4-3, that's crazy. Hopefully they do a little bit better this time. And then moving on after that game, we have Shakhtar Donetsk versus Maccabi Tel Aviv. And I
I'm
think
interested.
Shakhtar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's move on.
Shakhtar. Move on. Okay. Hoffenheim versus FK Molde.
Going for my league, Bundesliga, baby. Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim is a much more prolific club than FK Molde. Even though Holland came from FK Molde, I don't see it happening. Anyway, Villarreal versus Salzburg. Now this is an interesting game. Salzburg are playing well. We got our head coach Jesse March, a friend, not a friend of ours, but we're fans of them.
Salzburg,
And
baby.
Brendan Aronson's playing well for them.
It'll be a good game, actually, I think.
It's a big game, but I don't know. I think Villarreal, they play in a better league. They're probably used to better competition. So yeah, we might see Villarreal pull it off, or Salzburg.
Nope, going for Salzburg. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Salzburg.
Fair enough. We got
I go
Leverkusen
Jesse
versus
March,
Young
baby.
Boys. Now, last game, Young Boys won against Leverkusen.
Yeah, that was a game and a half.
Yeah.
That was a goal fest. What was it? 4-3, right?
Yep. 4-3 to Young Boys.
Dude, what didn't Leverkusen go down like 3-0 and then draw it again and then they gave up another goal late?
It was a very crazy scoreline, a crazy match. I didn't actually tune in.
I did.
But
I watched the highlights. I was like, oh.
Imagine just saying you were a really big fan of Young Boys.
Me?
No, it's like someone who
dude,
supports them.
Don't put that on me. Don't do that.
Like, oh yeah, bro, I'm a big fan of Young Boys.
No comment.
What? What? Anyway, moving on. Club Brugge versus Dynamo Kiev.
Going Club Brugge.
Yeah, Ethan Horvath, keeper for Club Brugge, even though he probably is not going to start because it's going to be Mignolet. But back the Belgian boys to beat the Ukrainians. But
Dynamo. Let's go.
Kiev is in Ukraine. Yes. Okay. Good. Just making sure I didn't royally mess up.
Are you going Dynamo or are you going Krasnodar?
Oh, Zagreb or Krasnodar? I'm going Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb. Croatia boys.
I'm going with them too.
The Slavics, the Balkans, bro. There we go.
Leicester versus Slavia Prague. Leicester.
Yeah, I would like, Prague would be cool, but no, Leicester's gonna win that game. What are we kidding?
Yeah.
Man United Sociedad. I'm praying for Sociedad to win, bro.
Yeah, but I think United goes in and gets it done.
Yeah, agreed. They're Europa League merchants. It's fine.
Yeah.
Milan versus FK Zvezda.
Do we need to take time for this game? Milan?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
PSV Eindhoven versus Olympiacos. That's a good game. We should just
think that's a good game, yeah.
But I still think PSV is going to win that one.
You know what? Just to be contradictory, I'm going to go Olympiacos or Olympiacos. Yeah.
And then Roma versus Braga is the last game.
I'm going Roma.
Yeah.
I can see Braga doing something, but Roma.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roma. I think they just have a much better squad. They play at a higher level on average, and are gonna get the job done. And they are
I think so
playing at
too.
home, so yeah.
Yeah.
Stadio Olimpico. Now, one thing I did notice that I didn't really know before, I knew both Lazio and Roma played in Rome. I
Okay.
didn't know they play in the same stadium, Stadio Olimpico.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact for you.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I didn't go to Rome and buy a Rome jersey because I would have gotten ambushed by Lazio people. So,
That's
as
good.
a tip, if anybody's going to Rome, do not buy a Lazio jersey. Do not buy a Rome jersey. If you do not wear them. Um, I actually got better compliments wearing a Juventus jersey in Rome than I did if I had worn a Roma jersey.
Well, that's awkward.
In fact, one guy in the gelato shop was like, "Hey, I like that jersey. Give him more gelato for free. I like
Huh.
that jersey." So, yeah, just a tip there. Yeah. It was a really great gelato, by the way. Fantastic. Anyway, enough flexing about how I went to Italy. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Then we got Champions League predictions, Europa League predictions. We talked on, some unfortunate mishaps with Americans,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
injuries.
we got some Americans featured in Champions League today, right? Probably not gonna play Stefan, but City.
Yeah, they could play Stefan Fry. The data projected lineup says
No,
Ederson,
they're gonna play
but
Ederson. It's Champions.
not
They're gonna
Stefan
play
Fry. I'm
Ederson.
talking about Zach Stefan, not Stefan Fry. I'm sorry, I messed
Yeah,
up.
no, they're gonna play. Yeah, Zach. Yeah. Do
But
we anybody else?
I mean, in the Champions League, I don't think so. Um,
Europa League, obviously, we got Tim Weah.
yeah, I mean, Chelsea has Pulisic, of course. We can't forget that.
Yeah,
Um,
but is he gonna play under Tuchel?
we'll see. We'll see.
I,
He
I,
might
I
stub
hope he
in.
does.
Might,
I
he
hope he
might
does.
he might make it to the appearance.
I give my prediction one extra goal for Chelsea if that's the case. But I wish another an assist
Bro, I
perhaps.
mean, I feel like he could do a number, bro. I just wanted to get some games going and
How
get
do you
healthy again.
how do you think he fits
He's
in that squad?
oh yeah,
No,
hundred
no, no.
percent.
But how do you think he fits? Like, where do you
Oh,
play him? I mean, if you
I
play
probably
Werner at striker, I can see you playing him where Werner is projected to play. But it depends how
yeah,
they're running. I don't know how they're doing their formation. It looks like they're running like a 5-2-3. So then left wing, obviously. But
yeah,
if they're playing like some weird like if they're either playing like a 3-4-2-1, which I don't know if that's what they're I don't think that's what they're playing.
yeah.
Um, then I don't know where he fits in necessarily there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Tuchel's been doing some interesting tactics in training, and I guess it's been paying off. But you just gotta feel for Frank Lampard. Um, but the fact that Tuchel's doing so well is kind of an indictment against him.
Gotta feel for Christian
I guess
Pulisic, man. We gotta get that man on the field.
I know. Well, he's been hurt and then inconsistent, and then he was out for personal reasons. Super Bowl
Yeah.
Sunday. Anyway, yeah, we should probably wrap up here.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's a good place to end the show for today, and we'll come back, like I said, a few days
See you on
time.
Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. We'll review what went wrong, what went well, and yeah.
We'll
So
talk about it. Talk about some news.
yeah, we'll talk about some other things that are happening. Maybe preview some league games at the weekend. And yeah,
Maybe
so
we can talk about Mourinho and his press conference.
oh yeah, lots of things to talk about coming up on the next show. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.